Match from the WardiTV Christmas Day games. This time from the semi-finals is in the bottom right. The red Terran player is going to be Clem, and he actually plays this guy a lot at the moment, and it has sometimes gone the way of our Protoss player in the top left. herO has indeed been winning some of the matches against Clem more recently, so that does make this a very exciting environment to be in as we jump into this semi-final number one. So like I said, guys, just to reiterate in case you didn't hear me, just to be very clear, the second semi-final will start now. This is, like I say, a little bit of a selfish reasoning just because we have potentially a Twitch bounty we can squeeze into Den. I'd love to take advantage of the good viewership that the Mondays provide. And also, I do have, in 2.5 hours, I have to be done no matter what. So I'm trying to squeeze that bounty in, but just in case both semis and the finals went long, it also just guarantees I'm done at the time I need to be done by as well. So a little bit of selfish reasoning. We don't do this every Monday. I think it's the first Monday we've not done both semis one by one. So yeah. So a little note on that one. In fact, I'm even going to hop over to Asia on my alt account and collect the replays from those guys. I'll just set that up as we get set up here. We'll pick your observer, India or Inu, some of the best in the business. As our side core will be on its way. The Zealot will start from here as well. It's just going to get that on the way up to begin with for a few moments. Get that started out. And away we go. Alright, so I'm just going to be seeing our Reaper moving around, and we got ourselves a little bit of Clem movement early in this one, as we try to see a little bit of what is going on. Going to be having ourselves a CC coming up on the side of Clem, factory on the way through, reactor building as well, and there's going to be an Adept there to meet that Reaper, as it tries to jump up the cliff, it gets turned around and shut down pretty much immediately, so that Reaper does not go anywhere. So that is a pretty easy defense to begin with. Again, the Twilight Council coming through on the side of herO. So again, that Twilight Council up and rolling as well, as our Nexus is also about to complete. So yeah, all of that coming by for the moment. Let's just have our Zealots going to swipe away at the SCV. So SCV taking some damage. The Adept is also going to come up and join together with that now as well. So the Adept and the Zealot together going to chase the SCV around a couple of corners. And the SCV will fall. Reaper and the Hellion going to come down. The Zealot will take some damage. We've seen a couple of Reapers continue to fight, and again, the Zealot will continue to take some more shots. We are going to chase, and we are going to get an Adept, so the Adept will go down. Now we're going to get ourselves a little bit more damage done as well. Just going to be seeing the Stalker again chase, and this is going to be Clem cleaning up these early game units of herO. And what a trade it is. One Hellion for a Stalker, a Zealot, and an Adept so far. And now those units have the chance to go across the map and cause trouble as well, right? Which is going to be one of the other issues that you face here. Having to deal with that is also going to be problematic as our Reaper Hellion goes the other direction. I think we'll continue up. Just going to be seeing our Stalker and the Reaper's going to trade out, and again, the Reaper's not able to do too much then, so not going to find too much of an advantage just yet. Now going to see those Hellions showing up though to try and hit the Stalkers, and the Stalkers will indeed be taking some damage. This Reaper taking a few more shots. Two more Reapers about to arrive. They're going to walk up here. That Stalker will go down. Now this next Stalker taking damage as well. Another grenade. Stalker continues to get hit. Stalker will get cleaned out. And we will have again the Siege Tank and a couple of additional Marines reducing on through. There's the medevac of Clem. It's flying across to the upper left-hand side of the map as well. It's just going to bring that straight over. Stalkers are going to be there, pushing the Reapers back once again as well. Just going to keep those away for the moment. Keep them pinned back as much as possible. Again, the Raven continues to come through. And back in the Widow Mine. Moving around the left-hand side. Again, Raven halfway through here. Says, yo, thank you so much for reaching level 6, I believe that one is. Let me just double check it. Vara hitting level 6 on the Star Trek Fleet Command. Appreciate it, mate. Good luck on getting your second ship. Should be close. As I would have mine is going to try and hit a probe and just play clean up here. So a probe will go down. A couple stalkers coming across as well. Nexus continues to build up onto the third base too, so just going to get that up and running. As the stalkers will be there to push the Reapers back the other direction. We go up, we go down, move all around. And that is where we currently sit. Stalkers going to get there, get a little bit of damage done. Again, the Siege Tank, Marines, and the Stim all continuing through for a few moments. The Raven gets up the right-hand side, so gets to the upper right corner. Gets set up at the moment. And Clem already looking for some harassment here. Obviously, if Clem wins, it will not be a TvT final because Clem now plays Protoss versus Terran. At least that's what he was doing beforehand. That's what I imagine he will continue to do. So, expecting that to be potentially the case there. As yo, Ape Doc, thank you so much for the 4-month resub on the Prime. Thank you so much. It says thanks for all you do, Wardy. Thank you so much for supporting it. Cannot do what I do without your guys' support. It really is as simple as that a lot of the time, so appreciate it. There's a couple of auto turrets here going to get the battery already. It's just going to grab that straight away. And +1 attack, stim pack, and combat shield all continue to come over. I don't think he's played any TvT since Home Story Cup. Yeah, I don't think so either. This is what I mean. Like, I think he's very seriously playing Protoss versus Terran nowadays. I don't think he has any intention of going back anytime soon, at least. Imagine randomly tuning into Clem versus herO. Okay, we have good games a lot of the time here on the channel. You should tune in randomly more often. You'll catch some more great matches, I promise. This is the semi-finals of WardiTV Mondays, edition 16. Again, edition 17 through 20 are now officially guaranteed for the month of January, guys. So, fear not, your Monday Cups will resume over the next month. As we enter month 5 of providing this tournament series. Extended thermal land, +1 attack. The charge upgrade coming through as well, finishing now from herO, so his gateway force gets to be a little bit stronger here on the world of King's Cove. Let me build up and get a little deep in right now in this game as the +1 attack and the combat shield finish up as well. The Raven is going to come poke around a little bit, +1 attack on the Forge now starting as well. Yo, thank you so much for the super chat. What happens if we reach all the Star Trek goals? We actually just get money for every. Not even if we reach the goals, but each little goal that each person achieves provides some money toward the sponsorship payout. So, yeah, the further you get, the more money you provide to the stream, basically. So those siege tanks are going to get jumped on, but the medevacs will play the evacuation. Widow mines are going to clash and do a lot as well. The tanks will siege. The sentry's going to get blasted as Clem on this attack is going to be taking a ton of damage. It's going to be dealing a ton of damage, but also I don't know if he's got enough to kind of keep going. His army is a little weak now. I mean, the tanks would do well against the Colossus, but herO just would not fight into them. Obviously, we'll lose a 4th base positioning, but he's actually going across the map. He says, maybe I can beat Clem home. He actually might take the fight here. The tanks do get re-sieged. I do not like this one for herO. Surely this doesn't work in your favor as the Stalker Blink is not in the greatest of positions. We do get the tanks, though. We keep the Colossus alive. One went down. The other one is just not going to have enough damage on it to fall. And the medevac goes down as well, so Clem actually does get cleaned up here. +2, the Colossus all coming through. The Nexus and probes continue to build. The Vikings of Clem continue to come over as well. The Marine Marauder all producing online. Being brought into play. You actually like the game, Vara? Yeah, I know. It actually is one of the better sponsored mobile-esque games that we do, so... And yeah, the further you go, the further you support the stream. That's the cool thing. We don't have to hit like a certain number of things just to get like the payout. Like literally one person playing through the entire thing is super worthwhile as well, you know. So I'll get to that. Auto turret's going to get rid of the battery, so the battery will fall. The Raven's still around the top, continues to move around as well, seeing what else is happening. Vikings, Marines, and a Marauder, +1 armor. All of that continues to come about. We can get ourselves a +2 attack. And the armor upgrade coming by. The Colossus is coming in. The Nexus continue to build. Our batteries will come up as well as herO. Yeah, 4th base finishing. 5th base already building. As obviously 4th base getting cancelled the first time slowed down his progression of bases. Clem just now begins his 4th CC, so we'll be taking a few moments before that 4th is ready to move into position in the front. I would imagine Clem takes the forward base as well and defends like where this army is now as the 4th. Sorry, not where this army is now. Sorry, that's the bottom base. I meant more like over here, like as the 4th. I imagine you defend the center of the map. To me, that seems like the more obvious decision. It used to really be the way to play it. I can understand a Protoss not wanting to be pushed into as much and hence expanding, you know, upwards or downwards. In this case, for herO, upwards and along. Yeah, I think for the Terran, holding the middle of the map is just very easy to do with the tanks and everything, right? So I would imagine that is potentially where we take this over the next little while, as we do see an EMP to help get rid of an observer there. So that observer will get taken out. Just going to clean that one out straight away. Once again, the +3 attack, +1 armor coming through. The bio going to get there. Pylon will go down. Just going to have ourselves the Zealot and the other Pylon going to be knocked down too. So here, actually getting supply blocked off a couple of kind of forward Pylons being taken out of the game. It's a little bit of a shame in that regard. Mine shots continue to go through. A bit more damage being done. A lot of units just going to run up the ramp into the naturals, just going to move straight in over there. And the Vikings are going to be there as well, hitting the Colossus. The Colossus taking a lot more damage. EMPs going down. Oh, herO's army kind of melting. Obviously, eating EMPs and having the Vikings to push through the Colossus on the retreat is huge. Because it really means now that those Colossus will just melt. And that is going to be huge in Clem's favor, as he is looking good for a Game 1 victory here over herO here in our semi-finals. Everyone comes around the back, going to drop a couple of auto turrets down. There's a battery that we can target, and that's exactly where we're going to go to. Aiming for that battery at the moment, knocking that down and clearing that out. Got another pylon on the way back around as well. Concussive shell still building up. Marine Marauder Medevac continues to come online. And just seeing our Planetary Fortress finishing up very shortly as well. Bio going to get us around on these Stalkers. Oh no! We blink away, thinking we're blinking to safety, but we blink into more Marauders. The worst kind of unit to blink into is a Stalker. A Marauder waiting to go. Well, oh well. Clem pushing across the map definitely feels like he's going to feel pretty comfortable here to try and close things out here on King's Cove game number 1. The Zealots are going to come charging through the Bio Ghost. He's going to be taking a bit more damage. We're going to turn around and pick away at a few more Zealots. The Colossus are dropping as well. So they're just getting annihilated here as they continue to get cleaned on up. And the Vikings will land with the Colossus gone. Just a little bit of extra buffer and damage output on the ground. Continue to go for this, so you push straight through. Those couple of gateways will keep dropping. The Zealots are melting. Stalkers being there to try and help out as well. But yeah, this one really is going to get closed out in the near future as we poke through all the pylons. We poke through the Nexus. Well, the probe's going to pull in as well. We've got a Colossus on the left-hand side that's going to show up to try and help. I mean, we can see that this is going to be pretty cozy. So yeah, the probes keep on dropping down. 15 workers have been killed. Clem setting 164 to 102 supply at the moment. Just going to get the Vikings there to chase the Colossus. It will go down, so another tech unit that herO will no longer be able to sit with. As Clem's reinforcements show up, he should be able to force a GG out of herO sooner rather than later. This is not some magical kind of like, oh, yep, here we go. This is the... No, there should not be any comeback really available at all in this scenario. As we continue to play cleanup, the Bio comes back through, the Stalkers continue to get chased, and that will pretty much just be that for this matchup here. For the round of Zealots getting warped in. Stalkers blink up. We're just going to drop an EMP on a few of those Zealots as well, so they are going to get taken out. The Vikings are going to be there. The Colossus shoved away. The Sentry now going down also. Marine Marauder Viking Ghost continues to build as Clem comes around the top. Now a bit about it, just going to go to the right side, pick up the Nexus, just going to kill that off as well. Another base being knocked down, the Colossus here will fall, the Vikings are going to land. Another Disruptor shot trying to find something. herO really trying to hang on into this. I'm kind of surprised how long he's sticking to it. But he really is trying his absolute best to see some sort of crazy comeback happen. Obviously we can just see that that's not going to happen from next week. And we will be here next week for the WardiTV Mondays. The day before my birthday. The birthday eve WardiTV Monday celebration. Clem in the top right of this map here on Frostline is going to be up 1-0 in the best of 3, taking on the Blue Protoss. In the bottom left-hand side, we've got herO, who is down and hurting. Get into game 2 and see where we are going to go and what is going to happen. Let me get this settled into play. Oh, I realized the barracks is going to get blocked, so he just builds it out of position there. So that's not a wall, but obviously barracks can float over and move a bit further down the line. That's not a problem. It's the probe obviously just nibbling up for a few moments, trying to see if there's anything we can do early on this one. Probe really wants to try and get the SCV. Here, just getting the most out of his early game worker. You know, the more you nibble at that SCV, the more damage you can do, the happier you're probably going to end up being in general. So, nice to be able to get there and to put some work onto it. SCV still chasing. Probe gets pushed around. Other SCV going to chase through as well. For a little bit more damage here for a few moments. So far, so good. And the orbital command coming up. Reaper coming through. Update on the other semi-final. Cure takes a 1-0 lead. So Cure takes a 1-0 lead in semi-final 2. And I'll keep you guys up to date on the scoreline there. Reaper does get the probe and can now begin to move across the map. And is exactly where we're going to go. So Reaper is able to go. Doesn't have a probe to hunt down on this side for the foreseeable future. So nothing holding you back over here any longer. And Twilight Council coming up. The Nexus still building. We got ourselves the probe and the Adept continue to build in. Warp Gate is coming through as well. Pick the official goat with channel points. You can. It lasts about as long as until someone else picks the next goat. Because then officially we've picked a new one, you know. So you don't even have to have chat's agreement. I think currently I am the goat. I think that was the last goat claim on the channel. I'm not crazy. Who is Cure playing and why is he... Cure's playing Bjorn. Why is no one covering it? Because I think, first of all, everyone was expecting it to be 1-by-1. But also, you got the choice of Bjorn, Cure, and Clem herO. Everyone's going to kind of cast Clem herO. So, kind of just that. Probes and the Adept gather up. And there's just going to be seeing the SCVs trying to chase this Adept down with the Hellion support. Adept will continue to take some fire and will eventually force. The Adept will go down, and the Blink, as I say, from herO on the way up here as he tries to scramble back into this series. Down a game in the best of 3 currently, as the Adepts and the Hellion are going to connect in the middle. Bunny Colors got hacked. Bunny is the goat of my heart. Hell yeah. Bunny, the new goat. Welcome to Goatville, Bunny. One of the last watch channels get more views. Yeah, I think they just didn't know. I tried to communicate it, but also this matchup started very quickly as well because the players were ready, so they could click start on the game. So yeah. I thought someone would be in it, honestly. I'm kind of surprised that they weren't myself. Because I did mention it to some people already, but the people I mentioned it to clearly didn't care. As that Blink is finishing, the Widow Mine is going to unburrow and reburrow back onto the mineral line here. Another Widow Mine burrowing up. So a couple probes going down. The Stalker's broken on the other side, seeing if we can do some damage as the Marines getting good damage onto them. In fact, the Stalker will die, so not exactly great for herO, whose numbers are getting killed off over on this defensive position of Clem. Not exactly going great for herO at all, in fact, as a barracks and a couple of SCVs, a siege tank and Marines will continue online for the moment. All that bio coming in. Again, that stim pack starting up. Prism loads up, gonna head into the main base as well, so in we go. Gonna be seeing a couple of tanks gathering up. Marine Marauder will join in as well. Still got our stim building through. Marine still in production. Stalkers opening off the prism. Gonna blink straight over. Siege tank is gonna get grabbed. Again, the Battle is going to pull across. The Raven going to take a few shots as well. Mine shoots. A couple of probes are going to begin going down. The Stalker's obviously real deep in here, committed with a few Zells to try and buffer the way for them, trying to protect a little bit. Clem has to pull the SCVs, and he's losing a significant amount, but obviously herO is losing army. That's going to be difficult to replace. The Prism survives, so an evacuation is still available for some Stalkers at the very least, so that is useful. He'll take this to the main base. Clem drops down to 37 workers. The problem is herO is also only on some 37 workers. No third in sight. And Clem's army now looking a whole lot better, and it looks as though Clem is going to take a pretty serious edge here in game number 2 of this best of 3. Mine is going to get dodged, and we can obviously now have that detected, so we can clean it up without further issues, so we just get that handled nice and easily. Prism still moving across. Again, charge building in, the probe and the dark shrine coming through, the Prism still just making its way over to that right-hand side as a couple of siege tank shots going off onto the Stalkers. A little bit more damage being dealt. The Marine's going to continue onto the Prism as well. Ourselves the again prisms, 2 of them together to try and have double the fun. Just going to be seeing 8 Stalkers on the footer. Kind of funny. In fact, he has a second warp prism, so it suggests that maybe he wasn't even confident he was going to get to this point as well, right? Maybe thought the first one was going to be doomed, wanted the second one to replace, but now you've got 2 for the 2 for the price of 1. Well, there's still 2 for the price of 2, but two at once. There's some fun things you can do with that as well. PT's obviously warping in now too, so we are going to have Dark Templar Harass available as an option here to keep this game underway. Going to be seeing the Prism loading up one more time, the charge upgrade finishing shortly. Again, additional probes popping out, the Forge coming through to finish very shortly as well, so get that Forge online. This big bio push coming through the center. Stalkers are going to get chased down toward the bottom left-hand side, that army being pushed away with immediate effect. Again, that Marine Marauder Medevac force coming on through, the +1 attack upgrade coming online as well. So we keep bringing up as much of this as possible just for the moment as the Stalkers going to take a few more shots. The bio unit's still going to get there, with the siege tanks following up as well, so they will continue to come through. A couple of Stalkers getting grabbed. The Immortals and the Zealots are going to pop in as well. Just going to be seeing the bio continue to push forward. A couple of Zealots getting picked away at. Stalker's going to blink straight across, grabbing a siege tank now, and actually going to get a couple. The Immortals still going to sit there, and they're going to be in trouble too. Clem clearly has too much at the moment. And this is going to be GG's. Clem with the 2-0 here in this first semi-final. He is going to get that 2-0